Hello everyone. I finally decided to go ahead with an idea I've had, and I didn't do it because I was concerned people may take it the wrong way. But today I was moved for a couple of reasons, and what really put me over was how there's this great video I just posted today, in the sense that I shared it in the community with full credit to the original author, because that's what I do. I don't rip anybody off. XRP Mickle did a great video about some misunderstandings in crypto world, especially with the 4-year cycle. And as long-term followers of this channel know, I have shared with everyone, with full credit, because I don't steal from anybody, how the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin is essentially BS. So I decided to create this playlist. It's called Crypto for Poor People, and that is not knocking anybody, because I've been there. I've built myself up to where I am today, and I've had to do it twice, and I'm trying to make sure I don't have to do it a third time. But I guess in a way I kind of am right now. But this is sorely needed, because I see a lot of people running cons on everybody. And, if you don't follow a certain set of guidelines, you're going to end up staying poor or aspiring at the most to be middle class. And nothing wrong with being middle class. Being poor, not judging here, but I know it sucks. I've been there. But without revealing too much of my personal life here, I really get it. So I'm intending for this playlist to be for everyone. No demographic excluded. I don't care what your race or ethnic background is. I don't care about any of that. Your age is totally unimportant, because I get it. I was young and poor, and your options are very limited then. And if you refuse to settle, and you should always refuse to settle, you should always believe in yourself. If you're not a Sigma man or a Sigma woman, it'll turn you into one. So it includes you. Young woman, young man, young couple even. You're in this group. You're going to benefit from this playlist. At least that's what my intention is. If you're an older person and you've had a tough life that you look back on, I intend, at least with this first video, to be of some help to you. It's a little different. You have to unlearn a lot of what you have learned and what you have continued to believe in despite the changing world we live in. But I intended to be for everyone. So that being said, let me pause this video, come back, and let's go. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, the 17th of July, 2025. And we're on a third route that I take. It's a little bit longer, but we got a lot of problems with the highway and construction on another one. So just having a relaxing ride. And today I am initiating the new playlist, Crypto for Poor People. Now, if some of you laugh at that, I'm not sure you want to follow me. This is not the place where we brag about whatever. We don't do that here. What we are in this channel is a channel for advancing people. Now, that being said, let's move on. We have a situation where XRP go up, the ISOs go up, and this has been predicted for a long time, and we've chatted about this a lot. But what about the people who are getting priced out? A lot of people are priced out already. They feel priced out on QNT. They feel priced out on XRP. We're talking about the working poor, and to a lesser degree, the working middle class. People, if you can't buy by the thousands, and I've said this quite often, then you might, depending, maybe buying the wrong coins. Now, of course, nothing I say is financial advice nor advice of any kind in any of my videos. It's my opinion, speculation, and conjecture. However, I have a lot of experience, been all in crypto since 2017. I know about this stuff. At least I like to think so. Now, that being said, I really believe that people should have as much exposure as possible to XRP, QNT, and the host of ISO coins. Now, that is starting to get, as I've stated, more and more difficult for people. Do what you can. But I'm focusing right now on the people working hard, 2 jobs, what have you, side gigs all over the place, trying to knock down them bills, trying to really get a handle on your budget. And you're like, what do I do now? Well, other channels will be like, buy whatever you can. And to a minute extent, they're relatively right on this. Don't try to cut me off. These people. They're right because you need to have the exposure. But once you reach that point, and you know when you reach that point, I can't tell you, but you know it in your heart, where you say, I can't afford this anymore. What do you buy? What do you get into? In my humble opinion, you look at and this is an overlooked category, you look at the OG cryptos that are still in the game and have something to offer. Now, I say that very carefully because, let me give you 2 examples, Zilliqa and Cubic. Now, heard of those way back when, each of them different times. Excuse me. And Ivan on Tech gave a great demo of Zilliqa. I'm not sure if it's still on Morales Academy, but take a look at Ivan on Tech's channel for that. I would just go to Ivan on Tech, his homepage, and search Zilliqa. He's done wonderful reporting on Zilliqa, at least he did back in the day. But definitely it's worth a shot. Make sure you get current, and you apply that to Zilliqa and pretty much Cubic and anything else that you're interested in, because you're going to get a lot of the new stuff that dazzles you and you'll buy it. Well, some new stuff is good. For example, Axelar, Evernode, those are really good things there. They bring a lot to the table, and they're definitely things to hold in my humble opinion. But I bring out Zilliqa and Cubic because they have a current use case. You also may want to consider the lesser cost, currently lesser cost, or whenever you see this video, lesser cost ISO coins. And if they are still within your capacity to grab and you feel comfortable with it, and you, let's say you can only get 100 of them, that's 100 better than where you started, because you have 100 more of them. Sorry, I'm stuck behind this handicapped person bus, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can't help how you're born, you can only help what you do with it. But some of these drivers are really needing some help. In any case, he swerves into my lane. Anyway, point is that you gotta have to start not listening to a lot of these influencers. Everyone talks about the 4-year cycle, but as Black Swan capitalists explain, the 4-year cycle is not tied to Bitcoin. The 4-year cycle is tied to the debt management. When debt gets refinanced, that is the 4-year cycle there. And that's what affects other things, Dynex, what have you. It's all interconnected. Now, we have Tether that just recently printed a whole bunch, or minted a whole bunch of Tether for Bitcoin and Ethereum. When I saw that they even did Ethereum, and I shared that on X, I reposted that on X, I personally was very shocked by this. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Does that mean that Ethereum's going to go down? Yeah, and who's to say really? Because Ethereum, in and of itself, is a wonderful product. It does a great job. However, ladies and gentlemen, the stuff that is happening with Tether is nerve-wracking. So I just want to suggest to everyone, look at alternatives. Zilliqa, in my humble opinion, great alternative to Ethereum. Cubic has its own use case. So look at the use cases, smart contract platforms, AI connected, and you're going to start to see that there are other opportunities than these influencers talk about constantly. Now, that being said, one last thing, and this is about personal protection. Please go to my X. A gentleman I follow, his name's Vladimir. He's known as Officer CIA, and he started off as CIA officer, but people really got nervous about that. I don't blame him. But Vladimir, why he came up with that name and then changed it to Officer CIA, I don't know. I can't speak for him. But he brings a wealth of knowledge for crypto world. And he just recently did an article on X about physical personal protection. And these are basic considerations, in my opinion. They don't go too deep because they're for a global audience, and the only constitutions that I'm aware of that ensure a right to, well, something I really can't say on this platform. I guess we'll use the term pew pew. The only ones that guarantee that constitutionally are the United States and Yemen. Ironic, right? I always say so. So yes. All right, I'm at work now. People pulling in. Let me get off. Let me. In any case, if you like videos like this, please share this video amongst your friends. Please subscribe. Stick it to the man, not to each other, and definitely stick it to the man before he sticks it to you. Okay. So yes, our brethren, our crypto brethren who are poor, you're not out of the game yet. You just got to build up your savvy, and it doesn't matter what age you are. Don't listen to stuff. Oh, grandma can't understand it. Bull dinky. Granny can understand it. There are plenty of grannies who grasp it. Aunties, what have you. They understand crypto. Or at least to a point. All right, everyone. I'm going to go. Do take care. Thank you for watching. Please comment down below your thoughts. Please ask me questions. If you're a poor person anywhere in the world and you're trying to level up, give me some questions. Because I really want to build this entire theme. All right, everyone. I better go. All right. Peace.